Straw Hat's weapons of choice are legendary. Nami has a portable stripper pole after all. She will do anything for money. Luffy fists his opponents, pounding their meat. Zoro and penetrates with his long, sharp swords. Even has 3 of them, overcompensating for something. Wait until Usopp starts to shoot his seed to show who is the daddy. And in the future arcs, it will not get less wacky like Mrs. Handjob, or Mr. I Need a Special Medicine to perform. Only the biggest soccer fan seems off the hook until you remember that he uses
magic fingers
to pleasure everybody, especially women. That is why even the most outrageous Saints Row weapons would not be out of place in this world, and just think about what they face. Almost all major East Blue villains are knockoffs of horror movie villains. Buggy is if Pennywise was obsessed with booty, Arlong is if the shark from Jaws was also a marine life supremacist, Kuro is if Freddy Krueger had a cat fetish, Axehand Morgan is if Jason Voorhees was a corporate middle manager. What makes Straw Hats horny teenagers, usually destined to die one by one, and here they flex by forcing the world to operate after action comedy rules, not horror like turning Buggy into a legal Shota.
Why you so handsy, Shota, baby?
Or Luffy borrowing from Erlong that 20 million berry smile. Also, what would happen if you fused Thor and Loki? You would get Usopp asserting his manly dominance with his nose alone.
Please think of the children!
He is suppressing his power. Otherwise, ladies are too eager to do things with that nose, but still he has nothing on Arlong. On top of normal sharks already having 2 Ds, it is also ribbed for her pleasure. The One Piece author Oda really flexes on 4Kids censors by bypassing them. Also, the original is too Chad for the translators, so non-Japanese readers get virgin translations such as Luffy is not the rubber man, but the condom Chad. Also, she is not Big Mom, but Thick Mama. I already can see Twitter's outrage if they ever put 2 and 2 together, and videos milking the fake controversies, but you are better than them. There is a method behind the madness, which is super useful to know whether to enjoy One Piece even more or to solve problems in real life. For example, to write jokes for this video, I started with defining constraints, so the brain's attention is much more directed, and then applied one of the techniques in my tool belt, such as finding similarities between words, to create a double meaning. Let's try it out. What is funny about this? Pause the video and think about it. My answer: Mary's head has horns, meaning that it is a horny ship. To make it even funnier, afterward use exaggeration, which builds on the foundation, such as the horny head represents the crew, meaning that they are horny pirates, and going further in detail ways they are horny. You can also take 2 things and make them into one. Does this remind you of something? Pause the video and think about it. My answer: Zoro is Jesus, who wandered into One Piece from the Bible. He was crucified, constantly suffering for someone else's sins, basically raised from the dead and even ascended, transcending the manga. Or create laughable leaps in logic such as false connections, parallels. Like Luffy's presence develops balls, just look at Kobe's glow-up, so it also should be the case with Nami's booba. Also, according to the One Piece's horny logic, everybody is after a One Piece swimsuit. After all, pirates like Buggy constantly are after booty. Prove that you are a real One Piece fan by commenting Chad translation or a One Piece worthy joke, by using the methods behind the madness. Only then you can join the crew by subscribing and watch Avatar: The Last Airbender flexes.